Hey guys, so I wanted to update the hotkeys that I shared with you the other day. I was having issues yesterday with the hotkey where you would buy 500 shares and then it would sell half of your position on the ask. So I adjusted that hotkey so that even if you press it twice quickly, it's never going to sell more than half of your buying order, your purchase order. So by default, I have it to buy 500 shares here. Trade log. Trade log? Yeah. Okay. So so as you can see, if I press Control 5, it's going to buy 500 shares and then it's going to sell 250 on the ask. And then if I press it again, it's going to do the same exact thing. It's going to buy 500, sell 250 on the ask. Now, there were a few adjustments that I made to this, some being that before the hotkey would say you buy 500 shares and you sell half of your position on the ask. So this would have been 500. Instead of doing that, I just made it an exact amount because I know I'm buying 500 shares, so I just calculated I'm going to be selling 250 on the ask at a limit order. Now, the only problem with this is that if your first order gets rejected, if your first buy order, you don't have enough buying power for the initial buy order, then your buy order is going to get rejected, but your sell order is still going to go through because I was having issues with the sell order going through based on the sell price being average price plus 20 cents. Sometimes it wasn't registering an average price because I think they were executing simultaneously. Maybe for whatever reason the sell order would execute faster. Now see, this is interesting too. What if, well, it's a trigger order, so the first order should probably get triggered beforehand, but what happens if the first order doesn't get filled? Like, say I go try to buy shares and it doesn't get filled. Am I then going to be am I going to have this sell order out? Maybe these hotkeys just aren't, maybe they're not the way to go. I'm glad that I'm digging into them so I can get a better understanding of them. And I mean, I do enjoy being able to press less buttons, but at the same time, now that I'm making everything more complicated, it's not as simple, and it seems to be causing a lot more issues, and then I have other things to worry about, like whether or not the initial order is going to be executed, because if it doesn't, then I'm actually short the stock. If I have enough buying power to cover half the position and not the whole. And with share traders restrictions, I mean, God only knows if your order is going to get rejected or not, in my opinion. Because, I mean, there's been times where I went to go place an order, I had more than enough buying power, it wasn't yet restricted as they said on their list, so I went to go place my order at a breakout point, and it got rejected, and then, later on, they were like, oh, well, here's a message from, Sure Trader's team, this stock is now restricted, and I missed the whole move, missed the big winner. So, I mean, that happened a lot. It happened today, and then I also had some other stocks that you'd place the buy order got rejected, and then it only placed a sell order, so I didn't have any open position, but I had a sell order, basically, that if the stock went up and it gets picked up, I'm now short on the position, which isn't accurate. So the solution to this is to not punch it twice or 3 times or try to scale into trades. I feel that the best option for now is just to really, because I guess that's more advanced anyway, and I'm not really at that level to be scaling into trades, I guess. Maybe I should just keep it simple and take the small profit, take the beginner's profit, don't hit the home runs, get used to taking the profit, watching the stock. If it gives the profit, I take it. If not, I just bail out. So I'm going to keep the order to 500 shares, scale out 250. Now, with this order, I'll make sure that I have enough money to place a 500 share position on the order, regardless if it's restricted, even, 1-to-1. But I'm going to have a 2-to-1 buying power. So, with that being said, I'm just kind of messing with the hotkeys. I have a way to cancel just the most recent. So as you see, I put orders on the top here. I can just withdraw the most recent here, as opposed to canceling all of them. So that was, that's interesting. Now, say I were to scale into a trade here. Let's see. We scale in. These shares are obviously going to be, these orders are going to be $5 a piece, so you're going to pay $15 total, as opposed to if you were to combine these, would say, say you cancel it and then place the order in one, now you only have a $7.50 order with SureTrader. So you're losing $7.50 by having 3 orders, but you're also paying that little extra small amount, I guess you could say, for insurance, based on taking a starter position for 500 shares and then seeing maybe there's more shares to buy, and maybe you want to continue to add. And this is, in the future when buying power is not really going to be much of a restriction. So another thing, instead of using the hotkeys, I liked placing the orders here. Say we go to, we'll just stay on DRIO. In the morning, you know where the breakout points are, and you usually have them here, and the fallback would be the hotkeys. Maybe it jumps right past your entry, and I guess you want to chase it, which you don't, or you miss your entry, you don't have yet time to set up again because it spikes up, and then it gives you a quick micro pullback, and you're not down here. If you look at here, you can easily go up by pennies or up by 10 cents. But at the same time, I'm not quite at the level, obviously, that he is. He can adjust his share sizes and everything within this window and place accurate limit orders based on the price action, as opposed to the hotkeys. You're kind of just jumping in, hoping that you push it at the right time. But you're more susceptible to you're more subject to getting slippage, because somebody can push it ahead of you and buy a huge order, and now you're at, you could be way down at the other side. So having them in here would be much better. Selling, obviously, you guys know how to trade. I don't need to explain this to you guys. So what I want to do is set up a trigger order. A trigger order where I have my order set up, and I can't figure out why I need to go watch some YouTube videos, or maybe you can help me, but I want to be able to do the same thing that my hotkey does in this order. So say the breakout is at $2. We give it 5-cent slippage or whatever it may be, but it's only going to be 5-cent slippage at max. With the hotkey, I mean, you can punch it and it might have you at the stock might already be at 225, so you can get in at 230, whereas the breakout point was at $2. There's your you're already supposed to be up in the trade. I want to be able to set a trigger order where if I end up buying, it's going to put half on there. I really want to test this strategy out. I think it's really basic beginner strategy to get into the profit early. I know I could just buy this and then press Control P and it'll be out there, and I guess I can do that. What amazes me is that Ross doesn't have a mouse. He uses this little trackpad, which I guess can be beneficial. Let's see. So if I hit spacebar, it just sold. I wonder if I can set up a buy key. Can I bind a key on my keyboard to hit this buy button? Because that would be more convenient. Because going from the mouse to the keyboard and back and forth isn't quite an option. So if I'm on this level 2, I hope I can do that. But I'll let me pause this and figure it out and get right back to you. Okay, so quick update here for you could change the layout of this, and basically they had level 2 over here, which I don't have a subscription to yet. So I just have the level 1, and then I added this hotkey, and you obviously want trade. Level 2 I took off, which is this right here because it's blank. So this hotkey was kind of interesting. It lets you build these buttons here. You can add buttons, you can delete buttons, and it lets you put a script. You could change the button height if you want them bigger, smaller, So basically what I did, I took my Control 5 button. Let's see if we exit these trades, and I put it here just in case you want to, like, say you're looking to place a trade. You click here, you type in DRIO, and if for whatever reason clicking that is faster than being on the keyboard, not the solution that I was looking for. I was looking to just at the opening range. Now I guess you could potentially edit the price every day. You could, instead of having ask price, excuse me guys, hang on. Okay, and in the morning, entering the order here, I guess for the price, you can have a certain price that is your limit price that you want to do. Like, we'll say for DRIO, it's at 207, we can do like 212. And okay, so in the morning, we can be hovering over this button, and then bang, that worked. So I wouldn't really need this trade window. I wouldn't need this trade window at all. I would just have to adjust this script for the opening range, and that didn't adjust my hotkey script for the button either. So that's interesting. It's a completely different button, completely different script. I guess I can test that out because I definitely should have time to just go in here and enter the limit price. So I guess, you know, found something else out. Let me. Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of that one. This one we can edit. We'll just make this one the Control 5 key. So that'll just be that. I guess in case I miss it and I want to play chase, it could just be here. If it doesn't get filled, just click over here. Now this time they both filled. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. I have to go on an appointment, which is good. I'll actually make money. Anyway, I guess these hotkey scripts will work for the opening range breakout. I found a solution. Awesome. Good thing that I make these videos. I'll let you know how this strategy works. I'm going to keep my share sizes within range of my buying power. I just have to be a little bit more mindful of that. I don't want to get any orders rejected. So I think 20 cents is easily doable, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't have any more hotkey errors, so we can actually get this started, get this tested, and really data mine and see, you know, which way it's gonna go. All right, I will talk to you guys in Discord and go from there. So yeah.